You're watching ChillyBoy Productions. I'm Larry ChillyBoy Chilson, and this is my reaction to the 2025 Golden Globe nominations. So, before we jump into this video, make sure to go ahead and click that subscribe button down below so that you can chill with me on each and every one of my latest videos. All right, so I've been pretty much all weekend long fighting a fever, fighting this sickness. I think I'm on the other side of it, finally, but we'll see. Maybe these nominations gonna make me feel right back to Shitsville. Who knows? But I'm excited to finally be able to record a video again. But we're going to try to make this one as least bit of editing as possible. Okay? Yeah, we're not trying to do too much on our first go round back on camera through this sickness. So this morning, the Golden Globes announced their nominees for the 2025 ceremony. I have stayed offline, pretty much been sleeping because, sick. So this is going to come out late. Probably nobody's going to care, but let's do it anyway. So I'm going to just go to their website, get the screen up, take a look at who got nominated, and give my live reaction here to reading the nominees myself, not watching the ceremony, just taking my own eyeballs to the list and give my thoughts on all of the film categories of the nominees. So, what I'm hoping for this morning, obviously, lots of Wicked. That would be great, particularly in Best Picture, which, if it doesn't get in at the Golden Globes with the precursors it's had, I would probably just lay down and die of stunned pure shock, Pikachu shock face right there if it doesn't get in for best comedy or musical, because come on now. I'm also hoping for Demi Moore. She's had a great run so far this season, and I need that to continue here with the Globes. Somebody who's not had a great early precursor season that I need to see get in is Angelina Jolie. I don't know what's really going on. Pablo Larraín always gets these amazing performances from his actresses in lead roles, but it's always a crapshoot on if they make it all the way to the Oscars. We really thought Kristen Stewart was toast, and she somehow got in. Jackie with Natalie Portman was another one that was back and forth, back and forth. But yeah, I'm starting to get a little bit more nervous about Angelina. I thought that should be a pretty slam dunk, but there we go. I'd also love to see somebody like maybe Pamela Anderson sneak in for The Last Showgirl. I think she's really fantastic in that film. I'd love to see Sing Sing continue the momentum it's had. Dune 2, I think, needs some momentum right now. So I do want to see that sneak in. Otherwise, honestly, I don't have a ton that I'm like super passionate about this year in the awards season. There's no like animated film I'm really championing. I hope to see Flow. I think I will see Flow here because it's been sweeping up. Obviously, The Wild Robot, which I think is a shoe-in to at least get nominated. Inside Out 2 will be there. So we'll see. Maybe Transformers 1. I really enjoyed that. But honestly, I don't even know if it would make my personal top five, with Wallace and Gromit out there, with the Memoir of a Snail Flow. So if it's in, that's great. If it's out, I hope it's to one of those other films. But yeah, I don't have a lot of strong feelings that I'm pulling for. I just kind of like to make film Twitter mad a little bit with the populist choice. So of course, I loved Wicked, and I hope Wicked sneaks in. So let's go ahead and take a look at these nominees, shall we? I do see here it's going to be on Paramount Plus this year, which did they do that last year? I think it was streaming. So, all right, we're kicking things off. I see it already right here at the top of the screen. We're jumping up with Best Motion Picture Drama. So we're starting off crazy with one of our big ones. Okay, so the nominees for Best Motion Picture Drama, we have six of them. We have A Complete Unknown, Conclave, Dune Part 2, Nickel Boys, September 5, and The Brutalist. All right, no big shocks here for me. I wonder if Sing Sing would be considered a drama or if they would try to push it into comedy or musical, because they're doing a play, which would be outrageous, to be honest, because it's definitely a drama. Um, if so, oh, we have a miss here if it's supposed to be a drama. I'm a little bit shocked that September 5 snuck in, to be honest. I know a lot of people kind of had that high on predictions early, but it seems to kind of teetered out. I thought it was solid, not great, but I'm also a little bit lower on something like The Brutalist than most people, so take that as you will. But other than that, I don't see any huge surprises here. I'm just very happy that Dune Part 2 got in. Whew, we really need to get that Dune momentum back because I feel like it lost a little bit. So, yes, Dune Part 2 is the one I'm cheering for. But Conclave's here. Nickel Boys is having a great showing. Complete Unknown, Brutalist. Yeah, pretty solid category. Pretty in line with what I'd hope and expect, to be honest. All right, so I guess I'll get my answer real quick. Best motion picture, musical, or comedy? Wow. All right. So in musical or comedy, we have A Real Pain, Honora, Challengers, Amelia Perez, The Substance, and Wicked. Now, what a lineup! I love this lineup right here. So obviously, Sing Sing got pushed out of all of the best pictures. So, ooh, a little bit concerning. I don't love that, but I do love this lineup. Now, look, I'm not as big a fan of Honora either as, well, everybody else in the world is. Otherwise, though, here we go. We have A Real Pain. So happy to see that. And now I'm pretty positive uh Kiernan is going to be in that. Kieran's going to get his nomination for supporting actor, though it is category fraud. He definitely should be in lead, but we'll leave that there. Challengers, though, yes, I needed. I forgot to even talk about challengers in the lead up to this. I needed challengers to start getting a push of momentum because we want it in, baby. It deserves to be there. Come on now. And here it is, showing up in comedy or musical. The Substance. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Another film I would love to see get into Best Picture. I think it has an outside shot. This definitely helps. And then Wicked. Whoop whoop. Like I said, I would have been stunned actually if it didn't get nominated for comedy or musical, but so happy to see it here. Amelia Perez. Okay. But what a lineup. What a lineup. Now let's see if John M. Chu gets into director. Then we're really cooking something up here for Wicked, y'all. Also, can we at least get Denis Villeneuve into freaking director lineup? Like, y'all snubbed him for Doom Part 1 already. We're gonna do this again, but the Academy gonna Academy. So here we go. Best Motion Picture Animated. Oh, y'all know me and my animations, y'all. Let's see what they have for me here. Okay, they put Moana 2. Okay, so this is a mostly great lineup. For Best Motion Picture Animated, we have Flow, Inside Out 2, Memoir of a Snail, Moana 2, The Wild Robot, and Wallace and Gromit, Vengeance Most Foul. All right, a great lineup, except Moana 2. Now, of course, if you would have asked me heading into this year if I would be downplaying a Moana sequel, I would have thought you were crazy because I adored that first one. The second one just is not good enough, and that should be Transformers 1 right there in Moana's spot. Otherwise, the other five, I would be so happy if that was our Academy lineup everyone. Like those five films as the five Oscar nominees would be stellar. I'm scared Moana 2 is going to sneak in and snatch one of their positions. We'll see, but otherwise, a 5 out of 6, great lineup. Really just wish Transformers 1 would have taken that sixth spot away from Disney. But, you know, the Globes is still going to globe, right? All right, next up, what do we got? Best motion picture non-English language. One I need to get better versed at still. That's always one of the categories I'm playing catch up on, to be honest with you. But we have All We Imagine Is Light, Amelia Perez, I'm Still Here, The Girl with the Needle, The Seed of the Sacred Fig, and Vermilio. All right, so I actually have a screener waiting for me for most of these films. I will be catching up with them. I am really excited to check out All We Imagine Is Light, as well as The Seed of the Sacred Fig. I've heard nothing but amazing things. I've heard I'm Still Here is fantastic with an amazing lead performance. I just got Vermilio recently, so I'm excited to check that out. A lot of the films I was expecting to see here ended up here. What I would have actually really loved was to see maybe Flow get in. I think the issue with Flow, not only because it's animated and, they don't like to nominate animation and things like this. That's why it was such a crazy moment when that documentary from a few years made it in. Sorry, I'm blanking. My mind is still not fully recovered, y'all. But it also doesn't have any dialogue. So it's a foreign production, but it's not a foreign language. I don't know. It's a non-speaking film, so there's no English. But I would love to see Flo get a shot. It hasn't gotten any traction in that category. So a strong category otherwise. Haven't heard much about The Girl with the Needle personally. So that's the one wild card there. All right, best performance by a female actor in a motion picture drama. So lead actress in drama. Oh, bless. Okay, thank goodness. Angelina Jolie for Maria. She's in. Good. All right. Then we have Fernando Torres. I'm Still Here. Like I said, it's been getting a ton of buzz. Kate Winslet in Lee. All right. Nicole Kidman, Baby Girl. Pamela Anderson in The Last Showgirl. And Tilda Swinton in The Room Next Door. All right. I'm so happy Pam got her nomination. She very much deserves this. I'm ecstatic to see it. Nicole, I'm dying to see Baby Girl. Sure, you're fabulous. Tilda, I need to catch up with The Room Next Door. We'll get there. Kate Winslet. Is she gonna pull it off? Is she gonna get this little celebrity friend campaign all the way to a nomination? Huh. Alrighty then. But I'm glad to see Angelina get back on the board. She needed a win here with the nomination, and she got it. Fernando Torres as well. I have heard so much about her performance and seen such a grassroots campaign on the internet from fans. So I hope, maybe it can push her. So a really strong category. Particularly, I'm excited for Angelina, Fernanda, and Pamela. But Kate, girl, what are we doing with this nomination for Miss Winslet? We'll see. All right, best performance by a male actor in a motion picture drama. Who we got? All right, we have Adrian Brody for The Brutalist, Coleman Domingo for Sing Sing. Okay, so they saw it. Daniel Craig for Queer, Ray Fiennes for Conclave, Sebastian Stan for The Apprentice, and Timothée Chalamet for A Complete Unknown. The only big surprise for me is actually Sebastian Stan getting in. Everybody's been talking about, oh, poor Seb, so poor Sebastian Stan, blah, blah, blah. Well, there you go. Maybe the reverse sob story type of narrative is going to work in Sebastian's favor. Otherwise, no surprises here. I would be shocked if this isn't pretty similar to our final lineup. Timothy, Ray, Daniel, Coleman, Adrian, all heavy hitters this season. So, not a lot of love for Queer so far outside of Daniel right now. So, nice to see him still get in there. All right, moving right along. Best performance by a female actor in a motion picture, musical, or comedy. Let's see who we got. Amy Adams in Night Bitch, Cynthia Erivo in Wicked, Demi Moore in The Substance, Carla Sofia Gascon in Emilia Perez, Mikey Madison in Honora, and Zendaya in Challengers. All right, a fun lineup here. I'm so happy to see Carla. Look, say what you want about Emilia Perez. They have erased this the lead characters from the campaigning, from all of it so far. So I'm so happy to see Carla get in here and get her rightful due if the movie's going to be this beloved. Demi. Woo! Our road to the Oscars marches on with Miss Jimmy Moore. Oh, I'm so excited to see it. Cynthia Erivo, I'm so excited to see it, baby. Mikey, we knew she'd be here. Fine. Zendaya, yes, I'm so excited to see it, girl. That Challenger's love needs to come through. And then Amy, well, it's Amy Adams. I didn't love the film. I do think she's very good in it, but it's Amy Adams. So of course she's gonna be here to fill out the Golden Globes lineup at least. They got 12 spots to fill, so Amy Adams is gonna arrive. Great lineup though, overall. Really exciting stuff. All right. Best performance by a male actor in a motion picture, musical, or comedy. Oh, so sorry. Just kind of like had me shook from the jump. Okay, we have Gabriel LaBelle in Saturday Night, Glenn Powell in Hitman, Hugh Grant in Heretic, Jesse Eisenberg, A Real Pain, Jesse Plemons, Kinds of Kindness, and Sebastian Stan pulling off the double nomination for A Different Man. Wow. Oh, so that Sebastian Stan Poor Me campaign has really worked because he got both nominations. As you can see with this lineup, no offense to all of these men, our Oscar 5 is coming from the drama side of things. I'm stunned to see Gabriel LaBelle here. One, because Saturday Night Live has kind of, or Saturday Night has teetered a little bit, but two, Gabriel was good, but far from the best actor in that. I mean, he got outshined by numerous castmates on that one. Glenn Powell, love to see it for Hitman. A great comedic performance, certainly. Hugh Grant. That's the inspired choice here because he was fantastic in Heretic, and I'm so happy to see him get his due. Jesse Eisenberg, I think is good in A Real Pain, just not as good as Culkin. Jesse Plemons, Kinds of Kindness, and then again, Sebastian Stan. This is the nomination I'd rather see him get if he's going to get one at the Oscars. So let's lean more toward A Different Man for me personally, but ooh, definitely less balanced between the two compared to actress, where I think we have a lot of heavy hitters in both. Actor has one really strong category, and then one rather wide open category. That's how we'll call it to stay nice. All right. Next up, best performance by a female actor in a supporting role in any motion picture. Supporting actress. All right. Ariana Grande for Wicked, Felicity Jones for The Brutalist, Isabella Rossellini for Conclave, Margaret Qualley for The Substance, Selena Gomez for Amelia Perez, and Zoe Saldana for Amelia Perez. This is quite an interesting supporting actress lineup. Honestly, this kind of just makes me think like, wow, is supporting actress really that weak this year? I guess it is, huh? Like, who's really gonna swoop in and get supporting actress? I'm happy to see Ariana here. Both of our Wicked girls, they got in, so I love to see it. Felicity, I think, is good in The Brutalist. Isabella, I also think is good in Conclave. It's just a very role to me. So I love her as an actress, so I'm never going to complain about her getting love. I just think that the role is rather thin overall. Margaret Qualley, though, a very inspired pick, and I'm so happy to see it. And both of the Amelia Perez girls got in. So another category fraud. Zoe Saldana literally has more screen time than the lead in that film. So I don't know what they're doing submitting her as a supporting. Actually it's outrageous. But again, it's a wide open category, so that's what you're going to do, huh? Hmm. But yeah, I think our Oscar 5 will Eh, I don't know if all five are coming out of this lineup. I don't know if Amelia Perez can pull off the double, and I don't know that Margaret can ride her way all the way in. But I think at least one of the Amelia Perez plus Ariana, Felicity, and Isabella are going to be in that Oscar lineup. So we'll see. All right, supporting actor in any motion picture. We have Denzel Washington in Gladiator 2, Edward Norton in A Complete Unknown, Guy Pearce in The Brutalist, Jeremy Strong in The Apprentice, Kieran Culkin in A Real Pain, and Yura Borisov in Honora. Well, I'm glad that it's Uriv from Honora, though. Mm, okay. I'll leave it at that. Okay. I kind of feel that way with I'm stunned to see Jeremy Strong here for The Apprentice, but they loved it. They love seeing old Donnie look a fool, I guess. So there you go. But Guy Pearce, I didn't realize he was getting a push for The Brutalist, to be completely honest. And I think it's warranted. I think he's fantastic in The Brutalist. So there you go. Kieran Culkin is our front runner right now, and look at him go. But I'm obviously most happy to see Denzel get this nomination. I really hope he gets that Oscar nomination. And BAFTAs, you've never nominated Denzel Washington in your old white people British history. Fix that. Let's go, Denzel. Snatch it all. All right, next up. Best Director, Motion Picture. All right. Nobody has pictures. All right. Brady Corbett for The Brutalist. Coralie Fargiet for The Substance. Edward Berger for Conclave. Jacques Audiard for Amelia Perez. Pael Copadilla for All We Imagine as Light, and Sean Baker for Honora. Oh my, what a crazy category. My head is low-key spinning. Okay, I don't really love this category, to be honest, but I am highly intrigued by this category. I'm not mad that John and Chu didn't get in. I just kind of love it to, again, stick it to film Twitter. Because I know it sends them reeling to see John and Chu get in and win things like the National Board of Review. I don't think I necessarily would put him in my own personal five either for directing, but I just wanted to see it to see the chaos, truthfully. I'm not loving seeing Jacques for Amelia Perez here. I'm also not loving seeing Sean Baker for Honora here, personally. But of course, we're seeing Brady Corbett, well deserved. Cora Lee, a stunner in my eyes. I was not expecting Cora Lee to get in for The Substance, but I'm so excited to see it. Edward Berger, we knew Conclave was getting in, and Pael for All We Imagine is Light, inspired choice there. Really, really inspired stuff, and I'm so excited to see it. I think this obviously comes down to Corbett versus Berger. One of those two, I'd be stunned if they're not the winner here. But man, this really, they loved that Amelia Perez here with the Hollywood Foreign Press, huh? As well as Honora, but I kind of expected that. And Conclave and The Brutalist, duh. All right. Best screenplay for a motion picture. Let's see who they got. So we have The Brutalist, The Substance, Amelia Perez, A Real Pain, all right, Conclave, and Honora. So very similar, obviously, to our Best Picture, our Best Director lineup, just swapping out A Real Pain in For All We Imagine Is Light. Once again, Honora, okay. I mean, I knew it was coming, so I'm not like, ugh, about it, but I didn't love it. Um, Otherwise, The Brutalist, no shock there. Real Pain is not really a shock because I think it has great screenplay. Conclave, no shock. Substance, I'm stunned. I'm so happy to see it overperform like this at the Golden Globes. Please, please let this be the catalyst that propels The Substance into all the categories. Give it everything, everything at the Academy Awards, please. And oh my gosh, they love this damn Amelia Perez. Okay, cool, I guess. But wow, oh, I'm just so excited about The Substance doing what it's doing. Best original score motion picture. Now we heard Doom Part 2 for whatever reason is disqualified, even though last year, just literally, we had Indiana Jones get nominated that used the same themes the series has always used. I don't know, the arbitrary rules of the Academy. What I'm hoping to see here before I scroll down, Wild Robot, please. If we're gonna snub Doom Part 2 out of the conversation, please, God, let the Wild Robot get into Best Original Score. It so deserves it, as well as Challengers. Do not snub Challengers. That should actually be our front runner at this point, but do not snub Challengers, and please let the Wild Robot get in. Okay, I'm nervous, but let's scroll down, shall we? All right, we have. Sorry, I just quickly scrolled over. I was too nervous. All right, we have Amelia Perez, The Brutalist, Doom Part 2. All right, the Golden Globes, the Hollywood Foreign Press says, screw those Academy rules. Hans, come on over to us, baby. The Wild Robot, Challengers, and Conclave. Ooh, they love them a Berger score, huh? And Berger loves to heavily rely on that score, honestly. So, what a lineup here. A really great lineup. I wouldn't be shocked if you just dropped Doom Part 2 because it can't get nominated, and that could be the Oscar 5. I don't know that I'd be mad at it, to be honest. So, obviously, I just mentioned them. So hyped to see The Wild Robot. So hyped to see Challengers. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Those were the only two I needed to see on here. And Hans, you got your rightful due where you can. So, no complaints with Best Original Score right now. Best Original Song, Motion Picture. What I would love. It's never going to happen, but what I would love is some Sky Riley love here. Mm-hmm. Smile 2 deserves a slot right in here. Yes, right here. Can we pretend Diane Warren wrote it? Is lying? Against the rules? Would that get us disqualified? Can we spread some false rumors? Oh, Diane Warren. Yeah, she worked on Smile too. That's what I would really love. Sky Riley. I doubt it'll happen. Other than that, I don't really know. That Miley song was good from the last Showgirl, so I'd love to see that. Um, I need to pay a little bit more attention to these original songs, but let's see what they nominated. All right. All right, That Beautiful Way from The Last Showgirl. Love to see it. Compress Repress from Challengers. El Mal for Amelia Perez. Forbidden Road from Better Man. I have to go back and re-listen to that because that was the end credit songs, right? Kiss the Sky. I do love to see that from The Wild Robot and Mi Camino from Amelia Perez. See, we can give two Amelia Perez and we can't give Smile to a slot. Really? Okay. Well, um, I'm gonna need to revisit Compress Repress from Challengers. And otherwise, I'd love to see Kiss the Sky, Better Road, or Forbidden Road from Better Man, I think was good. And as I said, I like the Beautiful Way, Beautiful That Way. So there you go. Oh God, I forgot. I forgot that they do this. Cinematic and box office achievement. Yeah. Okay, Golden Globes. Well, let's see what they put here. Like, come on. I mean, if it's like last year and like it should be, it's already nominated for something. This award should go to Inside Out. It has the biggest box office of anything this year. Give it to Inside Out. It's a good movie. It's on your best animated list. It should win. So let's see. What alien Romulus beach? Okay. Look, I love to see it. Alien Romulus, Beetlejuice, Deadpool and Wolverine, Gladiator 2, Inside Out 2, The Wild Robot, Twisters, and Wicked. Okay. Funny enough, I don't know, because I still do kind of think Wicked can win Best Musical or Comedy at the Globes, but I'm a little bit scared they're gonna not give it that and do what they did to Barbie, snub it in musical or comedy and give it the box office achievement, which it feels like a cultural movement maybe in comparison to Deadpool and Wolverine and Inside Out 2, which are our top two earners. But I mean, come on. If we're playing this fair, I mean, this should go to Inside Out too. I'm just a little bit scared this anti-animation is gonna really bite Inside Out 2 in the butt, actually, which will frustrate me. Even in favor of Wicked, I think if anything wins that's not Inside Out, that will be quite the uh, bad look. And honestly, looking at this list, so we have the other two movies that just came out with Gladiator 2 and Wicked. Uh, y'all nominated Moana 2 for Best Animated Film. It's already, in less than 2 weeks, made more than a lot of these movies. Alien, Beetlejuice, The Gladiator 2, Wild Robot, I'm pretty sure Twisters. Why is Moana 2 not on this list? Especially because how many freaking nominees you got? You have 8 nominees here. Moana 2 had the record-breaking animated opening of all time. Like, I love The Wild Robot, but if you're going to call that a box office achievement, Moana 2, this is where it got snubbed. Take it out of animation and put Transformers there and give Moana 2 a nomination here because this is actually where it warrants a nomination when discussing box office achievement. Very weird. See, if you're going to do stuff like this, then you need to do it right. I mean, come on. This is the easiest one to justify any sort of nominations, is box office. It's pretty cut and dry, and they still managed to screw that up too. I'm just going to kind of scroll through this. Oh, Emma de Arce, bless. Bless Emma de Arce. But wow, did I just see House of the Dragon snubbed in Best Television Drama? Wow. All right, so I guess Emma's not going to be winning that award, but at least they're there. All right, Jake Gyllenhaal and his booty got nominated. Agatha all alone. Catherine Hahn, let's go. Okay, I see we're continuing to snub Interview with the Vampire. Hate to see it. Hate to see it. Uh, okay. Well, performance by a male actor in an anthology series or motion picture. Look at my baby boy, Cooper Koch. Okay, I do love to see that. Wow, both of my boys are gonna get snubbed, huh? Wow. No love for Interview with the Vampire there. All right. I just had to see it. I knew they were gonna pull that mess, but I guess it is what it is, huh? Okay, so those were the Golden Globe nominees for the 2025 upcoming ceremony. Overall, I'm all right with them. I'm not too mad at anything. I'm mostly just happy to see The Substance get its love, and I hope to see it snatch maybe a couple of those. And I'm also really happy to see The Wild Robot get into Best Original Score. Yeah, that's basically it, y'all. Wicked scored most of the nominations I was expecting, so I'm happy there. Though it didn't get some of those nominations that people are like, oh, it needs this if it wants to be a real shot at getting into Best Picture. I think it's getting into Best Picture, and I think people need to just accept that. It might not win Best Picture at the Oscars, and I'm fine with that too. But it's getting a nomination, y'all. Same old with like The Brutalist and Anora and Conclave, kind of the three that everyone thought would be dominated here at the Golden Globes, as well as Amelia Perez, though. Actually, Amelia Perez might have been the most dominant movie of these nominees. So they loved them, that weird musical, huh? Yeah. But that was my reaction to the Golden Globe nominations. I hope you enjoyed scrolling along with me. If you did, go ahead, click that like button down below and subscribe to the channel so that you are always up to date on all of my latest videos, including all of my coverage. I'll be doing a live reaction morning of the Oscar nominations. So wake up early and watch me react live to that ceremony, as well as I'll be covering the Golden Globes, the Oscars, Best Picture nominees ranked, the whole bits, predictions to come, all of that great stuff. So make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss a video. Also, let me know your thoughts on the Golden Globe nominations, either in that comment section down below, or you can hit me up over on Blue Sky. I love you all so much for your continued support. Mwah. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.